everybody. Thank you for joining us here at the Manila Paddle Club for the FIP Rise Manila in the heart of Fort Bonifacio, Global City, Taguig, Philippines. And today we are doing a post-match interview with Kawakita. So, arigatou gozaimasu. And we have Leon also from Japan to help with the translations.
Yes.
So, domo arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you.
And we have Jerry from the Philippines. So, maganda hapon, Jerry. Kamusta ka, kuya? Mabuti. With that, coming into the match, Kawakita, what were your expectations coming into the match?
試合は試合前のどういうことを考えてましたかとか。
試合前は相手がどういうプレーしてくるか分からなかったので、とにかく相手のボールを食らいついて返し続けるというのを意識しました。
Okay, so he said he didn't know how the opponents were going to play, so their main focus was to go in and try to get as many balls back to them and first check out how they'll play.
So Kawakita was coming in with the intent of a tactical play in pulling the strategy of his opponents. Jerry, from that perspective, as Kawakita's teammate, employing the strategy of seeing what the Indonesians were going to be playing, how did you guys collectively come together to adapt in that strategy?
Well, I saw them warm up and I saw them train, and I knew they were tennis players, so I knew they be very strong at the net, which you can see they were, and the plan was to get them up in the back, so the idea was to lock them most of the time. Now, that was a very good plan, and I think if we stuck together we would have made a dent in the game, but the moment we start hitting balls at each other, the tactics sort of disappeared. But yeah, the whole idea was get them away from the net, get the net position, but somehow we couldn't get them off the net.
We were seeing some really good lobs from up here, and we also saw Kawakita bringing some energy, especially with Weeby when the heat was going back and forth. With that there, Kawakita, post-action, what are a couple things that you would have done differently?
試合を振り返って別にどんな感じでプレーしたかったかなとか、もう一回やるんだったらどのように変えますかっていう質問です。
終始相手の流れ、相手のペースだったので、どこかで一旦修正をして、ちょっと時間を置いたりとかして切り替える必要があったのかなっていうふうに思います。
He said that basically the opponent had the pace, had the momentum throughout the whole match, and they didn't really have a chance to slow things down or kind of figure out how to play against the opponents. So he said looking back, if he were to play the match again, he'll, let's say, take time more between points, for example, or just take time communicating with his partner more to find a solution, and also kind of try to bring their heat down a little bit and try to find some spots in the play where they can use and start attacking them.
Arigato. Jerry, next question for you, brother. How is the pride and the joy as a Filipino having this sport at the international level in the Philippines, and then also being able to join a Japanese player in this tournament?
Well, actually, to start with, I'm from Holland. I live in the Philippines for since '96, and I represent the Philippines. But I'm a Dutch player. But I think it's a great tournament, and it's always good to appear and represent and play what I love to do. And I think I'll do it again. It's just the problem is when you actually are on the pitch and there's so much at stake, you tend to freeze up a little bit, and if you see me play during the week, I have a totally different game. It's a bit stiff, and yeah, I could have played a lot better.
I do recall there were a couple shots, one that went to the gut and a little lower, maybe a little bit on that stiff part there. With that stated though, you guys showed up, you guys gave a great match, and I would encourage you to be very proud on the showing that you did. And at the end of the day, we're very grateful to be able to witness you guys performing your sport here on the court. Thank you, gentlemen, and looking forward to being able to interact with you more during the tournament. If you guys would like to come up and do some commentary, whether in Japanese or in Dutch or in English, we would love to have you up here. Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
And malami sama na.
Thank you.